Fast cars, fast service. Visit lebhobbies.com.
Hey everybody, it is Friday and we are going to get right to it because I got to go to work very soon. So we have the 296 red car from Sideways that is arriving very soon. That's awesome. We're getting a lot of these new GT3 red cars coming in from a bunch of different people. I am quite happy about that. Yes, of course, this car is going to scream. It's going to look beautiful. I have the blue one. Boy, it is amazing. And yeah, just pick it up, folks. We have some interesting news that I'm sharing from a small manufacturer. We got to support our small manufacturers. Pete Shepard Racing Replicas with a really beautiful Lotus kit. You see some pictures here of just the kit and the finished car. Amazing stuff. It's really great stuff like this from small manufacturers that really highlight the range of cars that we have available now at different prices, of course, but to different markets. Look, if you want a really high-end project to wet that whistle, you got them. If you just want some basic cars to race with your grandkids or race with your buddies, you got them. It's an absolutely amazing time, and I think I regularly post Mr. Shepard's cars just because I think they're so beautiful, and personally I like to highlight the work done by these just master craftsmen. So there you go, folks. We have from Avant a very interesting Abarth truck. Or, well, yes, I guess it would be a van, a converted van. Or a converted truck, anyway. This would have been the Servizio, what's it say? Servizio Corsa? Servizio Corsa. I am butchering that, I'm sure. But it's one of these amazing little kind of trackside things, or this is gonna be a slot truck, slot van, slot delivery vehicle as well. So it's just again highlighting the range of stuff that we have, because we not only have the race cars, we have the vehicles that would have brought them to the track, which I personally think adds a lot of depth to the hobby. Some folks just want speed. I am not all about that. I'm mostly about this kind of thing, that kind of thing from Avant. I think it is awesome. I'm happy to see it coming. Good job, Avant. We have a bit of Scalextric news. They're showing the Ken Miles Legends set. Look, these 3-pack sets, they're a little spendy. It's going to be, I think, about $200 is the estimated cost. Really not, if you're into collecting, I can see where this would be an absolute must-have for you. If you're into Ken Miles, probably the same thing. I personally, because of the Ford versus Ferrari movie and reading the book Go Like Hell, which was about that era as well. Check that book out on Amazon, not an sponsored affiliate link. This set has quite a bit of appeal. Yeah, there are a bit of scale issues with the certain of these cars, mainly the Cobra with that very large windscreen, which shouldn't be as high anyway. In any case, I think it's great that Scalextric did this. I'm happy that this kind of thing is on the market for collectors or for people that just maybe guys that maybe want to share a set. You can do that too. Awesome stuff. We have some NSR. Most folks know that the 4 hypercars have arrived: yellow, red, blue, and white. I do know that these things are selling quite quickly, so pick them up. Yes, we're going to get painted versions. I don't know why people always ask that. Of course we're going to get painted versions. There will be at some point a plain white kit that is completely unpainted, because the white car that is being released here is, of course, painted white. It's not just plain plastic. NSR always release bodies, always release just plain kits, unassembled. They have them. Also, the Salvatore Noviello commemorative pink car this year has arrived as well. Check those out. If you're into, collecting those cars, the Moslers, now's your chance. Now is your chance. We have 4 sideways McLarens that are coming. I keep looking back over here to my screen, but you will see the pictures. Beautiful liveries on these McLarens. I don't know why I really love this body quite a bit from NSR or from Sideways or from anybody, quite frankly. These liveries on these cars look particularly sweet. Yes, there's a Golf car in there. We have a lot of Golf cars already, but regardless, it's a beautiful quartet of cars. Check those out. Pre-order those with your favorite Sideways dealer. Yes, folks. Last, and 100% not least, because this is one of my favorite cars ever, the 959 Porsche was, as you know, a kind of mythical car that was only allowed to be imported into the U.S. under some very strict and strange rules. They couldn't crash test them, basically, I think was one of many reasons why they couldn't import them. But regardless, Scale Auto had done versions of this car a while ago. They're re-releasing it now in a 4-wheel drive race version of the car. Now, this is a number, what does it say, number 9. It's a Martini livery, but, if you're a 959 fan, you know that the 959 itself technically wasn't raced. It was a 961 that was raced. That's the racing version of the 959. Look, I don't care. It is definitely that, and the F40 and one of many Skylines are, some of my favorite cars. I'm very happy to see them release this car. Re-release it, that is. It's an angle winder, fully adjustable, everything. This car is going to absolutely scream. One of the things about the 959 is it's kind of more neutral, the mid placement with the greenhouse, where the driver is in the car. So it has a little better balance to it because there's more tail that moves that center of gravity forward, that mass forward. So, you're going to get, I would believe, probably a little better balance than a lot of other 911 variant race cars. I know it's not a 911. Relax. Next, please stick around through the racing and show news, because not only have I added, quite frankly, a bunch to the racing and show news, there is a lot to see in there now from all over the place. Come back after this, and we're going to talk something about not necessarily slot related, but important. Stick around, folks. Thanks. Alrighty, guys, so we're not talking tariffs today. We are talking issues with plastics. So, as you probably know, I would hope you would know, that the war has all but cut off 20% of the world's petrochemicals. We're not going to get into the politics here. Again, we are only talking about the concept of how this affects slot cars. Well, if 20% of the world's oil make quite a bit, whatever the percentage is, of the world's plastics, especially since most of that oil that gets shipped out goes to China and the Orient in general, that's where most of the plastics are made. Certainly plastics that get made into toy cars. Yes. So if there's less plastic able to be made, costs are going to go up. Sorry to say this, folks, but don't throw back at me, well, but we need this to, get production back to the U.S. I'm not talking about that. I'm only talking about the idea of this effect on availability of plastic, not the reasons behind it as much, but the reasons are important, but the idea that there is going to be a shortage. There already is a shortage. I've seen some Reuters stories about that. I posted one on my on Slot Car News, the official Slot Car News Facebook page. I am the sort of the wire editor, the international. I edit the international news stories that come in for my newspaper, the Williamsport Sun-Gazette. So I keep my eye on things happening in the world regardless. For real news, this is rubber meets the road stuff, quite literally, folks. Thrown on top of that, we also now have a new, as of I believe April 6th, a new tariff on steel and aluminum coming into the U.S. So that affects essentially all slot car parts. All of them. Because nearly all companies bring the stuff in from overseas. I don't know if it affects stuff from metals from Europe. I believe it does. If people make stuff here in the U.S., obviously, those folks that say, well, we need more production in the U.S. I agree with that, by the way. But, the fact is, this is a short-term problem now, which is not so short-term because not only the plastics, but the oil, even if hostilities ended at this moment, at 12:30 p.m. on Friday, April the 10th, it still will take months, by all accounts, for things to get back relatively to normal. Any economist that you listen to is saying this now. I'm not talking about politicians, frankly, on either side. Things do not come back quickly when things have been turned off. I include this stuff not to rile people up, but because I'm here to do news. I'm here to cover as much of the whole industry as humanly possible, to give you all the insight that you need. Buy more parts at this lower price. Parts prices will go up. They will. Certainly parts that are coming in soon. I don't know how this is going to be, put into effect. I believe it was put into effect April 6th, but I'll be honest, I am not sure. Regardless, it's a big crap sandwich. We're all going to have to take a bite. It really sucks. Not much we Slot Brothers can do about it, but just here to highlight the facts. Thank you very much, folks. I really appreciate it for your views, your patience, your time spent here commenting, liking, disagreeing, whatever. Again, see y'all real soon, folks.